Okay, so I was reading before this that Alan Parker said of you on Bugsy Malone that you were the only person who could take over directing.
Oh,
he was to be hit by a bus.
That's nice to hear.
So
I would have arranged for a bus to hit him had I known that.
You know. But did you always know that you wanted to direct from a young age?
I really did. I mean, I probably like 6 or 7, I was doing a television show, and one of the actors that was in the television show was directing my episode, and my mouth just like was open. I couldn't believe that an actor was allowed to direct, and I remember going like, well, that's what I'm going to do when I grow up. Yeah.
And you did Little Man Tate, of course, in 1991 and directed yourself. So what was that experience like?
Yeah, I've directed myself a couple of times, and it's not advised. It's a bad idea. Not that, you know, the end product is okay, but I think that, 1, you're exhausted beyond belief, and 2, you just don't get any surprises out of yourself. You get only what you planned. So I've decided, and in Money Monster, for example, I've decided that I just want to direct and not act in the movies I direct.
You were never tempted to be Patty?
I was never, no, because I got Julia Roberts. What do I need to be Patty? She brings so much to the character. You know, she does have that calm strength that sometimes people say that I have, but she's got so much more going on. She's got the teeth and the hair, and people love her, and she's got that extraordinary relationship with George, and she's moving and intelligent at the same time.
And of course, it's this very sort of tight, almost three-hander. So what was the atmosphere like on set between those three?
Well, it was great. Julie was not there. She did her stuff separately, and even though it seems like she's there because she's there virtually. So it really was Jack and George working together. They worked together straight for 3 weeks on that stage. And then, and you got to see it worked out like a play. It really was like a play. Little did they know that eventually we would film the rest of the movie with all the other people, where we go to South Africa and Iceland and Korea and all over the world, which really gave the movie its scope.
I was reading actually recently that you said that you were frightened to do theatre. What was the reason for that?
I'm frightened to do lots of things that I'm not good at, theater being one of them. I've only done, you know, 1 play in my life, and I don't really like acting in theater very much. I love watching it, and I love the experience of being an audience member, but I really like the technical side of making films, and I like choosing audience's experience and creating an experience for the audience. And you know how people love spontaneity in theater? I don't like spontaneity in theater.
Okay. So as a female director in Hollywood with this kind of A-list cast and making a thriller, you're kind of a rare thing.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah, I guess I'm rare. I don't know why. It's a puzzlement. I have no idea. I really think the film business has changed a lot since I was a kid. There were virtually no female faces when I was growing up. I never saw another woman except the woman who played my mom and maybe a makeup artist. That's changed a lot, but not in directing. For some reason, mainstream Hollywood just can't figure out how to create a place for women directors. So I consider myself lucky that I was able to direct this.
So what advice would you give to any young women who would like to move into filmmaking?
Oh, gosh. Just get as much experience as you can. And one of my favorite things about, favorite thing to tell students, filmmaking students, I didn't go to film school, is to go see movies and then talk to your friends about what you would have done differently. And it doesn't mean that you're right, by the way. It just means that you start really understanding what your voice is and your signature is and what you have to say by, in some ways, editing and talking about other people's work.